Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500, and welcome back to not a new project, but a project that I've had for 2 years now. It's the 500X. There was a few bits and pieces that have gone wrong with it since I've had it. This first one is, I think, from last summer, where something happened. Was it last summer? Bear with me. It was. Yes, it was last summer. And then we had the same recurring problem a week or so ago. So let's get into it and we'll show you what it was all about. I'm currently in the driving seat of my 500X. As you may or may not know, I had a new gas sensor and pump and sensor, the same unit, back in, I think it was August time, I think it was. When I bought the car as a Cat S, apart from the bodywork damage, there was also a problem, which I don't know whether it was part of the accident or not, but the ABS pump stroke sensor wasn't working properly, and the drive mode didn't work, the electric handbrake didn't work, hill start assist, everything that's controlled by that ABS unit apart from the brakes didn't work. I bought one off of eBay, had it fitted, all worked perfectly. The only thing was that it had the light up on the dash because it was out of a different car. When I did the when I put MES on it, it used to come up as VIN mismatch. Couldn't reset it. I took it to Fiat. They put a new one in. Cost me the best part. No, it cost me over £1,000 for a new one, which has been fine ever since. We are now in July the following year, so almost a year, I think it is, since it was fitted, possibly. And we are getting errors coming up. Let me start the engine, see if they come up. It's probably going to make me out to be a liar now. Start stop unavailable. We see we got the engine light on down there, and it will come up drive mode not available. Here you go, drive mode unavailable as well. Now I don't know what's causing this. Check engine. The handbrake still works. Handbrake light isn't coming up, obviously because it's working, but there's something causing this problem. So I've just linked up to MES and we're going to see if we can diagnose, figure out what's causing it. So I've just logged into the body computer, I think it is. Clutch position sensor low. The fault is intermittent. Clear fault codes and preserve for future appearance of the same fault. Dashboard warning light was activated. I don't know if that's obviously the engine one, I guess. Transmission gear. So that's, I'm assuming that's, oh yeah, clutch position sensor. So I'm assuming that's possibly what the fault is. So we'll clear those errors. Let's go down and clear those. There it says it's intermittent, no fault codes. Oh, it's all come back on now. Yeah, all the lights have gone off. Although is that stop start? Stop start on. Yeah, see, that's all it was. So it's a clutch position sensor, that's the problem. Ah, okay. What is that? I'm not sure what that A button is. A light rather. Might be something to do with the airbag. Oh yeah, it's where the airbag's switched off. I think that's what it is. So yeah, so that's what it is. Clutch position. I wonder if it's anything to do with one of these things that needs. We don't need the phonic wheel learn, do we? Don't think so. An ECU that I connected to then. So that's all I needed to do really on this. So that's reset it. There's obviously an issue with the clutch position sensor, I guess, so I might have to have that replaced at some point, or looked at in the very least. I had it one come up once before where with this automatic electric handbrake, I don't like it myself, but what I had in once before is sometimes if I pull away from here on the slight incline on my drive, it won't come off automatically. I'll have to actually push the button to do it. No matter how much you accelerate and, you know, whatever you do, it doesn't switch off. And then sometime, in normal driving, you know, it's automatic. You start to pull away and it lets itself off. But it doesn't do that all the time. And I forgot, when I was down at Felixstowe, down at my father-in-law's last week, which is when it first came up, I pulled away off of his driveway, which isn't on a slope, but I pulled away there, and there was almost like a resistance to the handbrake, and then it came up. So whether sometimes it just has a blowout and it comes up with that error. So it was shown as an intermittent error on there. So I just think it has a blowout every now and again and loses its mind. And when it done it once before, it did it a couple of months ago, and it just reset itself after a couple of days. But this time it seems to have stayed on. But reset the code, the light goes out, so that's a good thing. It's only if it comes up and it's going to be permanently up, which is a bit of a pain. So that was quickly how to sort that out. Hopefully that might be of some use to you. Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Love 500, and welcome back to a 500 with a difference. It's the X. The X is going up for sale soon. I've done a couple of bits and pieces to it, but there's still a few more bits I need to do. Well, one more bit in particular. I mean, it's filthy dirty at the moment, as you can see. It's got the Sahara sand all over it. But we had some issue with some of the trim that was hanging off. It was hanging off just here. It was hanging off just here and somewhere else, which I can't remember. Did all that yesterday. That's all now as it should be. But we have an issue with the aerial, which is, we've had this issue almost since we've had the car. The DAB radio works intermittently, and ever since we had the snow recently, for some bizarre reason, it seems to be not working at all. When you've got it on DAB, it seems to be only on FM. It's picking up an FM signal. Sometimes the DAB will go in and out, It is a known fault on these cars, as it is a little, to an extent, on the ordinary little 500s. Now I've changed lots and lots of aerials on the little 500s, but never on one of these. So I've got one. So this has obviously got sat nav built in as well, which I'm assuming uses the same. This is the new one. If you remember from previous on this car, it had a new ABS pump put in at Fiat. It had to go to the Fiat main steeler to have done, and I was going to get them to do this at the time, but they wanted about 100 quid to do it. So I said I bought the aerial, which was 80 something pounds, and I'll do it myself. And I've never ever got around to doing it. Now the car's got to be sold, I've got to do it. So I've never done it on one of these before, but I'm assuming the principle is the same. I'm going to have to drop the back of the head lining down, unscrew the bolt, and put the new one on. So I'm going to set you up, and we'll do that. First of all, we're going to get in the climb in the back, or actually, first of all, we're going to disconnect the battery. Then we're going to climb in the back and see what if we need to take out those pegs like we do with the little 500, so it allows us to drop the headlining down a bit. So let's have a look. So there don't appear to be any in this roof. There's none of those little popper things at all, so I might have to take those off. I don't really want to have to start taking those off, but I might have to do that. So we'll look at that, see if we can drop it down enough to get my hand underneath without having to do that. Hopefully I can. Obviously I don't want to damage it. Let's see what we take that side piece off. And what I found was under that little screw plate there, there's a torque screw, which I had to take out, and then it just pulls off. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, and then we should be able to drop this down enough, hopefully. There were some poppers there, which I had to pop out. I don't know if there's any other poppers, but hopefully it will just drop down enough. I can see it. I can see the aerial in there. I just don't want to do too much. Pull it down too much. So I'll get that side bit off. Then I'll disconnect the battery again, because I had to reconnect it to get the boot open. And yeah, then we'll get that off. And hopefully it should be easy. Bolt's undone now. This is where it connects. So you've got green, white, green, grey, white. So I want to make sure I get those. Make sure, oh no, they're colour coded anyway, so you can't get them in the wrong place. That's good. So they easily disconnect. Then we go to the other side. And
I'm so looking forward.
All seems to be working.
I've missed, like sport, drama, and being in the science.
Yeah, it all seems to be working. That's the DAB. Before it wasn't. It was going to FM, and it wasn't coming up with the station, so it seems to have done the trick.
With our teachers and friends. Let's get back to school.
Right, so it all works. It was a bit difficult for me to show you how. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble with the that clamping down properly, so I've actually put some sealant around it like I did on the last car, because it wasn't clamping down very well. They're not very good, these clamps. I think also if you do them up a bit too tight, they don't splay properly to grip on underneath. But it's done now anyway, so I just got to put these side panels back on, and then fix this back up, and we're done. And that's good, so I can give this a good clean, and I think I'm probably going to put this up for sale. I've already got photographs of it where I briefly put it up for sale once before and didn't sell it, but I think I'm going to put it up for sale now. So yeah, that's that pretty much done now. Just filming the X one more time. It's actually sold now. I sold it yesterday. It's been up on eBay for a few days, and someone came to look at it yesterday, and they bought it. They've already paid me, and they're coming to pick it up at 10 o'clock this morning. So it's all emptied out. It's all relatively cleaner. I haven't cleaned the wheels, unfortunately, but I had a little problem with it. I was driving home from work, and they wanted to take it yesterday, and I said, oh, I need it for work tomorrow. So they're coming today. I was driving home from work at midnight last night, and all of a sudden it came up with check engine, start stop not available, the drive selector switch not available, electronic handbrake not available. It's happened to me once before when I jet washed the car and jet washed the wheels, and that came up for a couple of days, and I thought it was, and then it just went away. But I plugged it into multi-ECU scan, and it's an intermittent error on the clutch position sensor. So I've reset the codes, and I've done a clutch position sensor relearn, and it seems to have gone away. So I panicked a little bit, thinking I was going to have to pay the bloke back his money and cancel him coming, which would have been really annoying, but it's done. So yeah, that's the end of the 500X. I was going to say assuming he turns up, but he will, of course, because he's already paid me. So yeah, that's it. That's the 500X. So we haven't done an awful lot on this car because it's, you know, I fixed this nearly 2 years ago. So I've only done bits and pieces on it. But what you have seen of it, I hope you've enjoyed it. This is the 500X. This is Love 500, and that's the end of that. See you soon.